state, you are not going to be so controlled by emotion or this or that, jumping up and down so much. Because you know yourself a little bit. And knowing yourself is not knowing how high you are, it is knowing, like I said, we are ajiz, we are weak. But that weakness is not going to put us through sadness or this depression like so many people are taking from other. Then in that state where you are servant, you have to be sad all the time, you have to be depressed all the time. No. It is accepting, Allah, Allah. But in my state of dirtiness, in my state of disobedience, Allah is still showing mercy to me. How happy you must be. Yes, you are sad for yourself, but you say, what a great Lord my Lord is. Then that time, with that happiness that you have, you want to give others. You'd like to. The one who knows himself, he knows his Lord. We don't know ourselves. Those friends of Allah, our sheikhs, they know themselves. They are serving. Allah says, now be with the salihin. If you love me, then love them and serve them. So in that, when you are in constant sohbat with them also, then you will also learn, your spirit will pick up. It's a situation like this, a situation like that. Sometimes you have to stand up, sometimes you have to sit. And there is more calmness there because it is coming from certainty. We are not certain, but they are certain. They have yaqeen. We are not trying to build our yaqeen to Allah. We must build our yaqeen to them because they have yaqeen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the way. It may be a little bit difficult, but the difficulty is not because you have to do so much. The difficulty is just to control your ego and say, sit. This is how it is. We're asking Allah not to test us. And we have to give shukr. And that time, inshallah, we're asking still for the intercession of the Prophet ﷺ because we commit sins all the time. And we must look at our wrongdoings as something big that needs the intercession of the Prophet ﷺ. May Allah grant more sakina to the believers, especially those who are going through tests. May Allah forgive us, inshallah, and raise the station of Sultan al-Awliya and SahibulSaif for the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Al-Fatiha. Amen. I cannot speak for all those other ones who are very insisting this and that because that is not what our Shaykh is teaching us, especially for this month of Ramadan. You must pull back. You're not going to tell people. People know. People already know. And this is not the time so much to raise your voices to each other. This is the time to raise your voices to Allah. And raising your voices to Allah is not screaming and shouting. It is from what the heart is speaking. And the more that we are saying, Ya Rabbi, I'm complaining about myself. I'm so useless, Ya Rabbi. And to look around, in spite of our uselessness, Allah is giving us so much. So, Ya Rabbi, make me more useful. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. All right. Anything else anyone wants to say? Yes, say Bismillah.
BismillahiRehmannirRahim. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. How can we stand against tyranny, and what can I do as a Muslim living in the West?
The first tyranny that you must stand up against is tyranny of your own self. The tyranny of your ego. Because all the evils of this world, east or west, north or south, past or present or future, It is about the tyranny of the ego. Shaitan is powerless to have any pull into this world unless it connects with the ego of Hazrati Insan. You understand? Unless you manage to pull mankind to that way. And so, first thing you have to do is to find a shaykh, to find a trainer who knows what this ego is, who knows what this tyranny is, and he will teach you how to control it. If you don't have a shaykh, and a shaykh is different from just a scholar, a shaykh is different from books. A shaykh is that one that has been given to you to train you. Find one, inshallah. As our shaykh says, if that one is boosting your ego, run away from him. If that one is, when it's necessary, he's going to knock you wall to wall, then stay with him, inshallah. That's necessary to do. Then he's going to teach you. First, when you understand the principles of what tyranny is, what this anger is, how people are worshipping themselves through anger, how this proudness is, how people are hiding their proudness or showing their proudness when they have nothing to be proud about. How this envy is, in the name of being nice, behind they actually have very envious thoughts, and those thoughts means to pull anyone that they think don't deserve whatever goodness Allah gives to them. And the stubbornness, the inability to change, to think, to expand, to look through another way, stuck somewhere. If you are not now, sit down. If you are not learning from a shaykh, you will not know how to do these things. Because these things is not something you're going to take a manual from, you're just going to read. No? It takes time, it takes a situation. It is very subtle. It is like operation, it's very delicate also. Some people, they can get rid of something within days, but something, it takes years for them to actually even see, and years for them to try to change, because they keep going back, they're stuck. We should try, and we should not be stubborn with that. So once you understand that a little bit, especially through the teachings of our shaykh, I'm going to give you teachings of it, I'm not going to give you teachings from other things. And then it says, how now to pull out from the tyranny of this world, how not to be in the system, not to fall in love with the system of this world, to take what is necessary, and now to pull back away, top of a mountain, whether it is physically top of a mountain away from the system, or they say symbolically, metaphorically, symbolically, you are saying you're part of the system, but even if you go back to your home and you are in the city, it is like a mountain because you're disconnecting yourself from everything there. You're not bringing it to your home. You should try. And when you're disconnected from that, what are you connected to? Connect yourself through the shaykhs, connect yourself to the sohbat. Look, understand, observe, put it in your life. Don't let it to just run away like that. Then slowly through the sohbats, it will tell you how you're going to deal with the tyranny of this world. What is it that you can do, step by step? Maybe from yourself, your family, your friends. Then wherever that you are, whatever the capacity that you have, what permission is given to you, don't sleep. What permission is given to you, then you're going to do. If you're not given that permission, don't interfere. But you cannot have love of the tyranny of this world in your hearts. Inshallah, step by step, we are asking to hold on to the teachings of our mashayikh, inshallah, to hold on to the Jubba of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam, who is coming to destroy all forms of tyranny, inshallah. May we not be tyrants. And we're asking Allah to make us to be truthful ones, to defend faith, to defend haqq, not to be those ones who break our promises. For the sake of the Prophet Al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Yes.
BismillahiRehmannirRahim. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh Efendi. I hope that you are in the best of health, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I have the weakness of laziness. I try to overcome it, but it's like the laziness casts a shadow over me. What can I do to fix this?
When you wake up, take a cold shower. Do it for Allah's sake. Ego hates that. Huh? Ego hates that. But you're asking me, take a cold shower. Open that, go inside and say, feel that, oh my ego, you're lazy. Now wake up. Now once you wake up a little bit, you are going to plan what you're going to do. What you're going to do, what you want to do, what you can do. Not to just have this idea, I have to do so many things, but you don't really have a plan. But that is also what your ego wants to do, to make something so simple, to be so big in your head, so complicated, so that you don't even come close to it. Sit down and say, what do you want to do? I have so many things to do. What? Like what? What can you do? I have to take care of this. Take care like what? So you go deeper, down, 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 and say, okay, today all I want to do is, for example, I don't want to sleep more than 6 hours. You're going to say, okay, try that. Okay, if you cannot do that, what else are you going to do? At least I'm going to pray 2 rakats, like this. Okay, then I'm going to make sure my prayers are said on time. You must have a plan. Okay, my work, my homework, school, this, that, I must try to do a little bit only. You must know yourself. I'm not asking you to put down a wish list, but what you can do. That you're going to say, this is enough. You must, if your ego is so strong on you, it has all the weapons and the techniques and all the soldiers, and you are just one, and you've been following your ego so many years, you cannot just declare war on the ego. Just like that, you're going to lose. You're going to start slow now. Make the intention. But so many people, laziness. If you're around hardworking people, you cannot be lazy too much. So many times you're lazy because you're by yourself so a lot. You can do as you like. So come to the Dergah, the short and sweet of it all. I'll show you how Shaykh Effendi deals with our laziness. And it's nice, it's good, because you have a different energy that comes to you. What are you going to do? You're going to wake up at Fajr. You're going to pray with everyone. It's nice. It's blessed, don't worry. You're not going to feel horrible. Your ego might scream a little bit, but every time the ego screams, every time you step on it, you go higher. And once you go higher, Allah will love you more because you're stepping on your ego. Then you are going to slowly, after you pray, you say, okay, do this, do this, do this. You're going to be busy. You're going to be busy doing things with the blessings of the Dergah. It's a blessed land. So you get the benefit of it, and then you can leave the Dergah after some time, then you can still have that benefit that is in you. But time to time, you have to recharge. You have to do that. Your phone needs recharging. What about you? You need recharging too. So if you cannot come all the time, don't. But find people there. Recharge with them. Go sit with them. Inshallah. That way, you will try to come out from that. But first you have to ask yourself, do I really want to get rid of this laziness or not? Because so many people, they're just saying they want to get rid of it, but they really don't want to. They're not ready. You, by yourself, you must say, okay, I'm sick and tired of this, I want. Because sometimes people come to me and they say they want to get rid of this and get rid of that, bad habit. I just say to them, why? You like it, why are you going to get rid of it? They get shocked. They say, oh, aren't you supposed to say, yeah, you're right, you should get rid of it, it's bad. I say, no, you like it. First you have to understand why you are so connected to it. Laziness is not just laziness, but there's a reason behind laziness too. Yes? There's a reason why. Are you running away from something? Are you trying to hide? Are you hurting? What's happening there? So then slowly, when you try to understand that, you'll have more power over the intentions and the actions. Because now the action of the laziness, it has an intention. The ego also has an intention. But maybe you didn't understand that. So, inshallah, step by step. May Allah not make us to be lazy ones, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Amen. Assalamu alaikum.
الرحيم وأسألك اللهم بالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا آدم عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا نوح عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هود عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إبراهيم عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا صالح عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا داود عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا سليمان عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا زكريا عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يحيى عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أرميا عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعياء عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إلياس عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا اليسع عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا ذو الكفل عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوشع عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى جميع النبيين والمرسلين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد نبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يسبحك ويهللك ويكبرك ويعظمك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل نسمة خلقتها فيهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في